Dawntrail flashbang. The brightness. Alright, Dawntrail day one. Day one. We just finished 655 yesterday, which is kind of like the prologue of Dawntrail. So today we're gonna start the actual expansion that launched on Tuesday. So day one, let's go! Whee! He's ready. Swimming in the ocean. Alfie has Alfie learned to swim? Wasn't he like practicing swimming? He swims but not well. He can like so loud. He can swim enough to like not die. He can tread water, maybe.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say
Time for summer vacation. Yeah, Alfie has to stay in the shallows. He has to stay in the kiddie pool side. Hey, what's up, Samus? What the brightness of the Dawntrail menu screen scared your cat. Oh my gosh.
Come now. There's no cause for panic.
Hey, Blue Noodle. Yes, Alfie just sinks. He's like an anchor.
Might make for a worthy opponent.
That's alright, he's got friends to save him. Hey, what's up, Kristen? It jump scared you at 4 AM? Oh no. They toned it down, right? Wasn't it even brighter? And everyone was like, oh god, this is really bright. Did you realize we like play these in dark rooms or at night, right? And so now there's like, when you start it, it's still bright, but like, it's like gray clouds. Like it goes from gray clouds, like through them to like brightness. Yeah, on the media tour, everyone was saying like, oh my god, it's so bright. But see, that's the kind of feedback that you need. And if you think about it, like, the play testers, I don't know if they like come into a studio or something to play test, but like it's probably like, you know, decently bright in there, like an office, right? So they're testing it in an office, I would imagine, not like in a dark gamer's room or like at night. They're probably playing it during the day, right? You don't think about that. So it's good that they did that. It's good that they got that feedback.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
Yeah, pretty rare that playtesting is remote. Well, that just is even more in danger of leaks, right? Because then you're sending it off site to someone's like personal PC. Nutkin! Thancred better get a Nutkin following him around. God, every time. I can taste it. I can taste that taco. We saw Cryo become a Pictomancer. I love that she referenced Realm. I've heard that. Don't play Dawntrail on an empty stomach. Lots of food, lots of yums. Wing says, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm here for the Nutkin. That's, you know, that's all you need. That's all you need. Hey, Nortbay. You know my son. My beautiful son.
Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
You and your adventures.
He's like, I'm gonna go talk so much politics.
Have you not forgotten the true purpose of our voyage?
Last you come to
Yay, I'm so glad I've met her now.
new world. A home. Put out.
Someday they're gonna have the technology to show like our character in like that CG intro. Yay! La, la, la. La, la. You still like the Shadowbringer opening the best? I think me too. Shadowbringers, again, Shadowbringer and Endwalker are, oh, they're right there. They're right there. They're both so good. I definitely don't prefer this intro. It's a great intro, but Endwalker and Shadowbringers are better. Definitely. The song, the visuals, everything is better. But this one has amazing parts in it. This is like the start of a new arc, because Endwalker, a lot of games did this all at once. Endwalker was kind of the end of the first giant arc of the story. Kind of like Kingdom Hearts, Guild Wars 2 just finished like an arc. So this is Final Fantasy XIV's like start of the next journey, of the next arc of the game, which is pretty cool. Luna. We at 55 today. That's not much. Getting pretty quick. Yay! Hi, Luna. Hello. All right. All right. So we are going a new world to explore. Oh, we're gonna have to go to. Zoop. Here we go. So we've decided to be Wutlamok's champion. Help her take the throne. Someone she really doesn't like, that she doesn't want to take the throne. I think there were 4 contenders, and it seems like some of our friends got an invitation from maybe another one of the contenders. We don't know who, but they are also invited to Tyrell. And Estinian was kind of like going there on his own. He was just like, where should I explore now? How about west? He just like so happened to go west, so like he's gonna just like randomly show up there too. A new world to explore. Ojika Tsunjika has a message for you. Welcome back, Luna. I have just had word from Arenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tyrell aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Oh, new quest jingle. I forgot about that. It was kind of like the Dawntrail theme. I totally forgot about that. Cool. Are we going in here? Where we go? Are we going? We are. Ah, there's the map that Raha put up. Updated world map. Where did he buy that from? Where did he get it? He said he paid a hefty sum for that new map. Isn't like a map of the world something that should be like universally shared and not like I bought it from a vendor? My children. Ojika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Arenville himself. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaners Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There will be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Arenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? Whatever you say. We've not forgotten. The nation of Tulialal is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphino and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sorts of insights that might help our friends in Isselbard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. But that's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. I'm gonna eat all the food. That's my only objective. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Kariel? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there will be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. Can you hook us up a meeting with your dad? Hey, good morning, King. I know Estinian's just gonna accidentally be at the right place. Hey, Alaska. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as a guide. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. No, I bought this expansion. I'm playing it. We won't make you Dawn Servant by standing here and talking about it. Ha! A woman of action. Right then, if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Luna's like, let's go. I can't eat Tural food by standing around here talking. I mean, help you. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
What else can you
Well,
sense about
for
me?
once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
What? Impossible.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels.
Shades Triangle? Are we
Even
sailing
following the
through
safe
this
route
Shades
plotted
Triangle?
by Admiral Blutheswin herself. This will be no pleasure cruise.
Admiral what?
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointing me so.
We're gonna fight stuff on the way over.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time.
Oh,
I trust you have everything you need?
Here we go.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks.
This is a big ship.
We sail west, as
Jose.
Cattenram did some 80 years past.
Ah, Mom and
Bound
Dad
for
came
the
to
New
see us
World,
off.
known to her children as the continent of Toral.
That's quite dangerous.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat.
She's like, I got the freaking Warrior of Light on my team. Definitely gonna win. I got protagonist powers on my team. I know, man. They really. I mean, obviously, like Graha's gonna get there, but somehow. But he definitely did not come with us. It's a cool ship design. It's like up out of the water.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
His voice would. I have to talk like a pirate because I live on a
I'll
boat.
take my rest while I can then.
Right? Did we even tell our friends that we were going? Like, where was like Vishtola and all them?
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
She's like, Kryl, it's been 15 minutes.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Yeah, when do we eat? music's
out
already
across
like,
these same waters, grandfather.
aw, the music's already very like vacation-y. Go up into one of those like the crow's nests. Good view. I can feel my edge starting to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some light sparring later? I'll say. I see you in Eorzea before. You great and famous hero. Ah, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketteram. Ketteram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural almost 80 years ago. Mamulja's leader is said to have welcomed Ketteram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. Silverware. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back. Popotos, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. Tales say Kettenram returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last reported voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. And we're sailing right through there. Lalafelian Gleaner. Oh, I like her hair. I'd heard Arenville was looking for passage to Tulialo, so I managed to squeeze his party aboard one of our chartered vessels. As fortune would have it, we have just scheduled an expedition to Tural. Thanks. Where's my son? An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Ul'dah. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hetsaro, the Hrothgar, the Exbrawl, not because every member of a given clan is of the same race mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. Fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Okay. That's not confusing. I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. Reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. I'm a baby. It's like, I don't want to fall overboard. I'll die. Oh, this is the guy. This is the pirate. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession. Your young Wuklamot being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamulja bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. My God. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Aww, she's nervous. Where's Cryo? Have you spoken with our shipmates? Tural is still a good distance away, and it might be a pleasant way to pass the time. I'll pass the time however I want. I brought my Switch. Oh, this will be my first visit to Tural. Fonchatain's the name. I was working at Eshtame's Aesthetics in Ul'dah, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlene, in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting, and failing, to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn Servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolo seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Aw. Did you learn anything of interest? Absolutely nothing about food, did anybody say. Oh, I hadn't heard that about the clan names. We should have Woklamat and Arenville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Hey.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Uh-oh. Is Alfie okay? Oh, no!
How's your stomach? Any better?
She gets seasick?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
Shatona.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
As for my mother, we'll find out.
Where the teeth of the narrow lads? Reef that sail before the mast snaps!
Damn.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go fight the storm.
Who's on watch? This wind's too strong to take in your side! I'm falling off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Jeez, doesn't this thing come with seatbelts?
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since.
Wow. Like, we know the warrior elites on board. We gotta throw a real challenge
The
at this boat.
heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea
Whoa,
herself.
whoa, whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, with the lightning. Oh, shoot. You mean Alizé was almost lost to the sea? Sure looked like they went overboard.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
Shouldn't that have been the first thing you did?
What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Just a use magic device check.
Woklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Aww.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural.
So nobody died? That's good.
In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Aha. Yeah, I was expecting, like, Leviathan to show up. Oh my god, he decided to attack us because Warrior of Light. What a cool shot with the lighting.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Ooh, birds.
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Aw, Alfie being the doctor.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway.
Arrgh.
If anything,
Look at our little
it
boat.
should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
Deep breaths. We're not even
We're the last to
moving.
board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
He said the thing.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Aww.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
That's really cool. Yay! Aw, that's really cool. They like mimicked the intro movie. And man, how like the graphics are kind of like not that far behind, right? Like, man, what a glow up this game has gotten. Gufford! 100 months! Oh my god.
100.
Century resub! Oh my god, thank you so much. Triple digits. Is she barfing again? Oh no. She gets as motion sick as Yuffie. Everything's so colorful. All their clothes.
Gods. I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Yeah, people are gonna be looking at us weird.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
Cryo wants the immigration forms.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
This is why we need the forms.
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Guy's armor. It's shiny.
Well,
We have to declare our fruit.
You really are a figure of authority here.
She's the princess.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first.
Food. 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 Food.
I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Food. First thing I want is some dry underwear. Hey, Alejandra. Hi, Ghana. I hope all your liquids are in travel containers. Yeah. Need a new mini. We got puppy. What an amazing city, as lively as Ul'dah and even more colorful. According to Arenville, the Vanu I thought I saw belongs to a clan known as the Hanu Hanu. It seems they share more than a physical resemblance. Ah, it's so nice to feel that familiar breeze again. I wasn't sure my stomach would make it. I wonder what kind of trouble those soldiers are expecting. Well, despite the storm's efforts and the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. Yay! You have arrived in Tuliotto. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlian. Gotta make that big old long journey again. While being on solid ground has improved Wuklamot's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Food? 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 The puppy though, right? Right then, first things first. It's still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. First things first, sit down. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. I need a place to put my luggage. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! You were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers, then. Followers? Wuklamot, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance. But you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. Third promise. Are her siblings like first promise, second promise? They did have a point. Wuklamot is technically royalty over here. Here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Luna, you and Cryo can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy our wanderings. I will enjoy my wanderings. Thank you. Sorry, hold on. Her brother, who she doesn't talk about, is Broken Promise? Did they say that? Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamot's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. I'm fine now, really. I can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself, what with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Arendelle already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Dawntrail, southern landmass. Clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see the word Bayside without thinking of Saved by the Bell. Wooklamat and Kryl are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to... Yep. Alright. Sweet. Todialdo is like my own garden. I could lead you around with my eyes closed. If this tour were a ship, it'd be plain sailing all the way. Ugh, the word ship alone is enough to curdle my stomach. Here we go. The aetheryte crystal looks like a Christmas light. Wandering around the city is so exciting. Unfamiliar wonders everywhere we look. This is Bayside Bevy, Tulialo's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares goes directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Food. Oh, right. I should mention that here in Tulialo, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also... Wachumeki, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. The map. All the little tents. So cute. Fresh fruit. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have aetherites in Tulialo? I think I told you before, but my brother, Koana, spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and take the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Dawntrail. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Yeah, if I ever forget to do the attuning thing, yell at me. Ooh, blueberry pie, let's go. The music's also vacation-y. They teleported to me. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wooklamat gets her endless endurance. Hi, Miri. Got here at night. Ooh, a big temple. Equia Plaza. Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. Soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliolo and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoralja took over— ooh, I like that name, Zoralja, took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alizé should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the north end of the Talon March. Sky Gate. Ooh, I want to learn about her brothers. As hard as we train, make no mistake, Tuliolo is a safe and peaceful city. Looking back, it's hard to believe that every last corner of Tural was embroiled in war a mere 80 years ago. Are we going here? Is that a door? Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokyu. Wow. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually 2 separate continents. Yoktural, she pronounced that very differently. The southern lands of the mother, and Yaktural. Yok, and she didn't pronounce it like I think she pronounced it like Chak. Yaktural. The northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Southern lands of the mother and northern lands of the father. Legends say it used to be one of the great landmasses, but long, long ago the 2 gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale. I am putting in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Jaktural, those lands are also part of the Tuliolo nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of 2 continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. I mean, not to be rude, I just want to eat. Crossing the bridge to Jaktural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Then I'll make sure you win, mark my words. You really mean that? Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. I heard they're the ones that have the tacos. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolo is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Good. I got some kind of gear. Da-da-da. Weapon? Arcane. Ah. It almost looks like the logo. FF14 logo. Okay, that is a dark staff. City of Stairs, oh my goodness. Alright, I have to use the restroom. Quick break. Aw, I don't like this staff, hold on. Maybe I should just wait. I should carry it around for a while. Let's see what the rest of it. Oh yeah, isn't like the new gear like dark and badass looking? Like, I'm a white mage. You don't look like a white mage. Happy Friday, Jazz. All right, quick bio break. Be right back. Oh, as I sat down, it was still like dark in the game, and then like as soon as I switched scenes here, it went like into this. I don't know what is this? Fair skies. It's like red. It's like a red sun. It almost looks like a sunset or a sunrise. Shadow Char, what's up? Day theme. Oh my god, the music is so like jazzy. Oh my god, you want to dance to it. A City of Stairs. Waklamada is ready to commence the second half of your Turiaro tour. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Turiaro certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue. Yes, please, let's go. Look at the trees. Everything's so sharp. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Jartrana! Yeah, where's the city of escalators? A lot of big red flowers. Look at these. These are so pretty. Ooh, the sun. Ooh, look at the light rays. Big old flowers. Talon March. I hope you aren't too tired. Turiaro still has plenty of sights to see. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yakyuri temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Dawntrail to appease the gods who slumber in the Great Ocean Trench. After the Yakyuri withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tyrell. Lots of stairs. That's how you build a city on the side of a mountain. Lots and lots of stairs. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Turiel. We'll climb these set of stairs here all the way up. Yay! Stairs, stairs, stairs. Ooh, look at this little overlook. You could have like a ceremony here, looking out over the ocean. Ooh. This music just sounds like a cheesy soap opera. I love it. Papa's palace is called Valakshunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Probably ask her, because she's right here. It's pretty big. Not as big as palaces in Blade and Soul, but... I still want to know how our friends get here. How did they cross the ocean? The Destinian... Was the Destinian the only one that survived on his boat? Farms! Farm. Oh, Kryl. Kryl. So, this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yogg-Thorol clans. Mamulja, Zabral, Pelu, Moblin, Hanu. We also have Tonawata, Petsaro, and Chitona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Yogg-Thorol. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Thorol. A true representation of Turial's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. I gotta attune. So pretty. Look at the farm. 40 tomatoes. We're the kids! I don't have my first person turned on. How do I keep trying to go first person to look at stuff and it's not doing it. How do I... It's gotta be in like camera. Baby Mamulja! Does anyone know, is it like camera settings? Is it character settings? Should just be able to scroll all the way in. Huh, I'll have to find it later. Okay, yeah, home does it, but you shouldn't have to push a button. You should just be able to scroll all the way in. I'll have to figure it out later. Alright, did she say we're gonna keep going up? I think she did. Oh, wait. Where are we going? We're going... Oh no, we're going down. Doo-doo-doo. Huge drum. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Landsguard returning from dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Oh my god. Do you mean that up there? Is that what she's talking about, or something else? I have never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Popotos. You use a Popoto cannon. Oh, llamas! We read about the llamas. Ah, Mr. Biscuit wants in, hold on. Da-da-da-da. Alpaca handler. Alpacas. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships and sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tulial. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Koana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of Dawn awaits. Okay. Gotta go get this crystal. That is a giant basket. Giant hot air balloons. Oh, I don't have that one. This one's a little closer. I forgot my water. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the giants were still here, it was known as the Yoctoral Landgate. But when Papa founded Turial, everyone began using its present name in honor of its great achievement. Through this gate is Kozamauka, the wetland south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamauka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? And how did they taste? Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Are they? Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Cryo. You'll learn soon enough! Oh no! Whitey alpacas. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. I like how the alpaca stalls have all of the like the poof balls, and even like hanging poof balls. It's like their fur. If you wish to learn the history of Tulial, then look no further. God, this is so pretty. These stone pillars, you mean? Very pretty. Very pretty. A saga in stone. Kryl regards the stone pillars curiously. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. I accept learning how they're more interesting. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Okay. Inspect the stone pillars. Let's go. Arya! Hi, Arya! Happy Friday! I love the trees with like the red flowers in them. Or red leaves. So pretty. Those are pillars. I like that house. The different floors. That's cool. I like how everything's open because it's like warm here. Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Gulujaja, and his journey to reunite our lands. We call it the Tuliolo Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tulial came to be. Study them as long as you like. Luna demands food. Oh, okay. The 4 stones closest to us cover the first half of Papa's travels. Let's start with those. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Expral, like me. For decades, the Expral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Chaktel. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Turiel. There's a clan of Hrothgar in Bolja known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Expral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer years later. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery, and Eorzi... Oh, whoever's talking. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Assumed. We're gonna find this guy, aren't we? Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited Hanu Hanu in their village in Kozamauka. Ah, the people Alphino almost mistook for Vanu Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. They party. Yeah, it's a lot of new names and different names for races and... yeah, it's a lot. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozmauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homelands is in Urkopacha. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tulial's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks they are clever and calculating traders. Lay of Ice. Oh, this one is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral... oh my god. Tural Vidral Valigarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Woo! Sovis, thank you so much. 94 months. Thank you.
How is the Trail of Dawn treating ya?
Good. It's a lot of names. It's a lot of names, and they're throwing a lot of lore at us, but it's fun. It's colorful. We like it. Tataru described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valley Garmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. Ooh, it's an elder dragon. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and seal it away in the AuroraPeachy mountains. We're definitely going to fight this thing. Despite its reputation, however, Valley Garmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness in Tulial's national emblem and adorning the banners of the palace. Blank. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tulial's history, whatever that might be. We're gonna get carved there. Ah, the lay of proof. That big fellow is of the Yokui, the largest of Tural's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Tural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of AuroraPeachy. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? They got hungry. Had your fill of history, then? Yes, thank you. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while, but now I think I'm ready to eat again. Yeah! So let's go and have ourselves a bite of local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. This is why I'm here. Have I tuned to this thing? I don't think I have. This dock. Look how long this dock is. I want to see my friends. I think I have to go up there. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliala classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at this place. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brukavu. Brukavu, make me the best taco I've ever eaten. Food. Oh my god. Hi, Baldwin. Oh, look at the drink.
Brukevo!
Oh my god.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
One? These better be giant
I
tacos.
promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Does he put on like a
Did you
plastic
hear the
shirt
silver scares
before
back?
making the food?
Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
That's how you find out if it exists.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
We just got a bag of tacos. Oh, hell no. Take this guy down. Oh, is that Dad?
If it isn't
Oh,
the
no, it's not
third
Dad.
promise.
Just remember Dad had two heads.
Oh, no.
Oh, is that her brother? Is that her nasty brother who she doesn't like?
I don't know these ones. New salt.
New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise
Besides
remembers us!
buying me more tacos?
Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
What? What?
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
This is the jerk.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
Look, bro, just because you lift doesn't mean you're gonna win.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Taco stepper.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
This guy's just a bully, like... Obviously,
Listen to me,
he's got
you-
some, like, insecurity issues. He's gotta wave his giant, scaly thing around people's faces to feel tough.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Just like that was terrifying.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft.
Dude, we beat
Those are likely the
Xenos.
ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo,
Taco.
the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubiko and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
So they're like Ganondorf.
Blessed siblings
male Gerudo.
indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
That's right, let's go get more tacos.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest.
Did you get tacos?
As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
After tacos.
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know.
Nope, tacos first. You're gonna have to wait, Alfie.
Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
No! Tacos first.
So it goes.
Tell Alfie to take 5. Unacceptable. I was promised tacos. Now, see, that's why. See, if it wasn't for that guy stepping on our bag and acting tough, we would have had tacos. And now we can't have tacos. So, he is now on my shit list. It's perfect. That was the perfect way to get us against him. Hey, Valentin. 2 heads, but only 1 brain cell. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Turial cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphino and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter, or even the eastern side of Talonmarch if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Velakshunza. Ah, my poor empty belly. Need some, like, tacos to go. Eat your tacos, young man, straight. Okay, well, now that you know your way around the city, I mean, using an aetheryte crystal to get as close as I can and then running the rest of the way to the the quest marker? Yes. Yes, I do. Whoop. Maybe not. Gotta go. Ah! Why do the maps in this game suck? Okay, maybe not. It is raining, it is very nice. I like the rain. I like it rain. The Winged Walk. Tuning. I gotta go grab my water, I forgot. Good night, Arya Zone. Sleep well. My new mount is in my mount rotation, so whenever I'm able to use the mount Regal Peach, we'll see it at some point. It was like something made of chocolate. That is a big door. Dang, this place was built by the giants. I like that explanation for how big it is.
Yay!
Alphino, you interrupted Mama's tacos. We saw a two-headed Mamulja on our way here. Another claimant in the right of succession, according to Arenville. Yeah, he's an asshole. Food is amazing. A passing Mamulja let us try a fruit called cherimoya, and it was just sublime. Jealous! There are so many narrow, winding streets, but even if you get lost, all you have to do is keep heading up and you'll arrive at the palace eventually. Oh, that's good to know. Better cat! Do you have a better feel for the city now? You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Just got here. I'm gonna eat my gyro. I gotta eat something. Oh, disappointed now. I gotta... Whoa! Oh, I got that. Alright. Alright. Bunch of cutscenes. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks. I'm glad I got a snack. Alfie Osa's tacos. No, Mamul Jaja, or whatever his name is, owes us tacos. Right of succession. Arenville has been waiting patiently for your arrival. Okay. No! Several cutscenes will play in succession. Make sure you have set aside a sufficient time and breath to read it all. As if this game doesn't make $1 billion a month. Can't voice act every cutscene. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. They're so cute. 'Twas like herding a pair of unruly corals. Ha ha ha! Haha, I understand all too well. Charlian had the same effect on me. Yeah, it did. That's cute. Right then. Now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Impulsive? Is that a Stinian? Oh my god, it is a Stinian!
Estinian? When did he get here?
More to the point, why is he here?
Why is Estinian? Where is Estinian?
You know this man?
Who is Estinian? What is Estinian?
Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Spearman, vow of resolve. Jaja. Hi.
Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
Stinian strong.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
No, don't call me out. He called me out.
I see you, warrior.
Surprised Xenos didn't come here. Maybe he did.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
Just happened to be here.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Ah, one's like the battle head, and one's the magic head.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamati?
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant.
Elnesh?
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
He's gonna go to pay way too much for a taco. Oh, Jerkface is here. You owe us tacos, sir. Who's the little green-haired Mikote?
The claimants are assembled.
It's the taco
The
hater.
first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona.
Ona. He's gonna pull out like some inventions or something.
The third promise, Uklamat.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja. You four
You just
will
yawn?
compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulcha at all.
If that guy gets voted in, he's gonna change that.
So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children
You
as
adopted
well.
a Mikote?
Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
The spit.
You have us to compete against. Though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us.
The
in
one
tournament.
head.
Our brother was in
not
shock
even gonna
Tural
dignify
leading
that
the
with an
Lance Guard on
answer.
a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself.
It's going to be a fashion show. Oh.
To
Should've brought
triumph in the
Tatsuru.
right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands
He
of
adopted two
Dawntrail
cats. A
and
Queen's
find
Blood
the
tournament.
city of gold.
Mmm.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Gona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
The Golden City is friendship.
This was before the founding of Tuliyola. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
I love all like the feathers on their armor. You found the city, you didn't tell anybody, put a seal on it. And now he's telling us to find the city. Each get a Nintendo Switch. Oh, I mean, a tablet. Those are from the pillars we looked at. I hope we paid attention in your history lesson.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've defeated each of the 7
like the Amazing Race.
You'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Literally, he made the Amazing Race.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now.
He just ignores him.
I'll be watching you progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. You are
running
one
out of there.
ffxiv's allies. Speak freely.
I am Kryl Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
She's asking for cheats, for hints.
No, not at this time.
That earring is how we can go right to the end, but he won't tell us that.
To fulfill your request, would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Oh, she looks so
But once
sad.
the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, Then you had best help Lamachi win.
Lamachi.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your golden city.
That's great, Cryo. Come on, we're starting from behind. The rest of them are already out the door.
Thank you for hearing my petition.
So to give her any info would give us an unfair advantage. That earring is the key, I'm telling you. Once everybody else filled out all the stone tablets, then they bring it back and they get the earring.
That?
But we already have the earring.
Into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
Aww, did he see her as a baby? I want to see baby Cryo. Or maybe he just told him about her. Whoa.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Why do you keep asking me? I'm here. I mean, I just haven't got my
Our
tacos
third
yet.
promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
Yeah, for tacos.
Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil.
I let
If you
Alfie
are
handle
second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
He's really trying to get me to quit. What? Aaronville. Or Aaron Vesh or whatever your name actually is.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
So
But what's
Luna's like, I could go
important
back home and just hang out
is
with
to be
Grazia.
true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward
No, we're gonna
into another.
walk around in a giant taco costume. I want to see where this journey leads. And get out of this outfit. I want my other outfit.
So you are committed to your path?
And tacos.
I will speak no more of it then.
Thank you, Aaron Vesh.
As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien.
I love how he walks.
Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
Can I have a selfie?
Our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry.
Was the time.
Once
Maybe that's
you
part of the
ascend
test.
to the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Serelja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Now behead this man. We're interrupting my walk.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landscape. Sarelja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children.
Oh.
Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's
Oh.
unfleeting resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
I don't know, he moved kind of slinkily.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Conquest? Oh man, of foreign lands. He wants to go to war against foreign
This
lands.
puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat,
Oh.
who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja,
Oh.
the warmonger.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you would think she would mean the taco stepper, right?
Kryl, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire.
Wow.
It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Wow. And he's so, like, zen and, just, like, on the outside. He doesn't let that show. That's scary. What's this dude's story?
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant.
That's very fair.
If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always.
That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studium.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
And then this guy who hates tacos and fun.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Glavans.
This guy's got his fan club, though.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Well said, brother.
That head's creepy. Shut up, Taco Stepper.
The Mamulja finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
So he's not one of the kids, he won the contest.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Right. Wait, where are they going?
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share.
This design.
It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life.
Aww.
I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
Of course Mom's gonna wave goodbye.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Oh, is that why everybody left?
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than
It's
anyone.
fine.
I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Well, physically, but we're gonna need smarts to get through this
Wuklamat.
as well.
I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone.
Friendship.
Having cared
Friendship.
for you for so long,
She has the
I
power of
should
friendship.
know.
She's gonna win. I've seen enough anime to know she's gonna win.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
So who sent the letter to, like, Thancred?
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
And Urianger. How's Y'shtola gonna get there? Bye, Mom. She has the power of tacos. Aaron Bill's still carrying all our stuff. Does he have tacos in that backpack? So Kona, the second promise, is intent on developing his country by means of Charlene innovations. Given his background, I suppose it should come as no surprise. Oops, wait, well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliolu saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We could check for any discrepancies between them. That's genius, Alphino. Good idea, let's go and take a look. It's gonna be like spot the differences. Look at this view. Ow. Pretty. Am I gonna survive this fall? Probably not. Ah! Oh, I want to griffin off that ledge. Yes. Do the dive. I wasn't expecting events to progress that quickly, but I won't complain. The contest is the main reason we're here after all. And tacos. Tacos? Cryo, let's go get tacos. I won't give up until we find the Golden City, for Wiklamat as well as myself. The preparation of intricately carved tablets for every claimant must have taken considerable effort and forethought. We should consider them weighty reminders that this contest is no lighthearted matter. At a glance, they seem much the same. What do you think, Alfie? That makes everyone. Wiklamat the tablets, if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet? Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. The pillar's got dirt on it, and my tablet doesn't. I want the blank one. The color looked different. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawn Servant said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Turai's people, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuliolu saga. The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm if we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Yogg-Toral several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. Smart. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. Tacos! Alright, now he's gonna set us up in our hotel room. Man, it's raining a lot here. Where's my... There we go. Uklamat said she would bring the information to us. I wonder what she meant by that. What a comfort to have our lodging sorted in advance. Oh, such lovely little cottages, and they're on the water. Yay! But that's right, the reservation is under Wuklamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Day. Greetings, visitors to Tulial, and welcome to the forward cabins. Whenever you are ready, I will show you to your rooms. That would be so relaxing, being like on the water and it's raining. Oh. Where are we going? Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Luna. Did not get my tacos. But where are Arenville and Wuklamat, I wonder? Oh, it's our friends. Oh, good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who'd better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. I give you credit for taking initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice. Approachable, Palu. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Okay, Ferengi. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Oh, they're gonna get earpieces. Nice. Good thinking, Alfie. Oh, what's this? 'Tis called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. You embed it in your ear. What's up, General? Welcome. Hi. I almost said hi, Ren. You were saying hi to General. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Nice. Okay. Please ask anything. I'll gladly tell you what I know. Well, Clement may not be as experienced or accomplished as her brothers, but she has an affinity for the people. For her, finding those willing to cooperate is as simple as asking. I mean, she's like nice. The Tulialu saga features a number of Tural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Okanu, is located in Kozamauka. The other, smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wachun Pelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put that adventurer's instinct of yours to work for us, Luna? Pick our destination! Ooh, it'll branch. Accepting the quest from the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the Pelu and vice versa. The second quest path will become available from the respective NPC once you've completed the first one. Story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice. Speak with the NPC you prefer and embark on the trail for the right of succession. Alright. 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 Neat. I came to see all the bunny people. There are bunny people. Here's our friendo, Aaronville. There's other bunny people too. Interesting that some of them like originated from here. All right, well, I'm actually gonna end a little early today. Mr. P's got a big project going, and he needs some help, so I'm gonna go help him, and we'll play some more tomorrow. I think this is a good place to stop. Let's see, I don't know. What do we want to do first? I feel like I want to do the Hanu first. I like that you get to choose. Bye, Luna. See you tomorrow. We'll log out and let somebody else play. We'll save backstabbing our political rivals for another day, right? Where's my stream deck? What happened? Hello? Oh, my stream deck is not working. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Ren. Thank you all so much for hanging out today. This was fun. I'm so glad we finally got to start Dawntrail. I like it so far. We got all like the setup done, right? And now we get to like, okay, here's our mission. Here's what we're doing. Now we get to see like how our group approaches it, right? How do they approach this amazing race? All right, take care, everyone. I love your faces. Bye-bye.